everybody, it's Daniel here. We're back with another Hornby review. And today's review, we're going to be reviewing the Hornby B12. So let's get started. For my 17th birthday, I was able to obtain a Hornby B12 for a fairly good price. Nowadays, they've raised the price for these models, but I can see why. These Hornby B12 are some of the best models that I've seen from Hornby in a long time. With metal boilers and metal running plates, they're such beautiful models with a lot of detail. So, let's get into some of that detail right about now. As we can see, the model does have separately applied sprung buffers, lamp irons, handrails around the boiler, separately applied smoke box dart, and a lot of lining around the front of the locomotive. As we can see, that the white and gold lining does apply to the rest of the model on the boiler and the splashers, and I think that's a beautiful design choice. I think engines in LNER apple green look so beautiful, and I also really like how this model does have a very nice matte finish and it isn't just very glossy, which I think gives it a more realistic look, and that's one thing I really like about this model, that it has a very nice, realistic, simple look. It's nice. On the top here, we do see separately applied safety valves and whistles. Although they do look a little bit plasticky, they are made of metal, and that's the one thing that I really care about. If we look closer next to the splashes, we do see that the model does have inside motion, which is painted red, and stands out very nicely. We can also see that the gold and white lining contract each other very nicely, and we do see the pump, which I think is one of the coolest parts of the model, and I think the wheels also look very nice. Moving on to the cab and the tender. The lining on the cab and the tender is done very nicely, and the lettering and the number are very crisply applied. One favorite feature of mine on this model is that the model is lined in red all around the frames of the locomotive and the tender. I think that this was a very smart choice that Hornby did, and I love the design of how it looks and how it stands out on the model. I also do see that there is a separately applied reversal rod, although it is in a very plasticky finish. Moving on to the cab is done to a very high standard. Although the gauges are not picked out, the cab is very detailed, and I really like how that cab looks. It's definitely a favorite of mine as well. Moving on to the back of the tender, we do see that we do again have separately applied buffers, handrails, lamp irons, and a little builder's plate, which looks very nicely, and also a NEM coupling, which is good to see on many modern locomotives. Overall, the Hornby B12 is a very beautiful model. Aside from the plasticky parts, this model has a very nice finish to it, and I do not see any problems with this. No glue marks, runs beautifully, has a good amount of weight to it. It is one of the best models that you could get from Hornby nowadays. Anyway, that's gonna wrap up this review. Thank you all for watching this video. I apologize for the lack of content. I've been very busy with school and other personal matters lately, but now I'm back on the kick of making videos, and hopefully I'll be able to get out more reviews like this one to you guys. So again, thank you all for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Goodbye everyone, and have a good one.